It's no secret that AI has evolved in the background for so many years. But in the recent months, it has emerged at the center of our lives. Adoption is accelerating, and with generative AI leading this transformation. And yet, we remain at the beginning of AI journey. According to a July 23 survey, more than half of teachers believe that AI is already somewhat very useful, and they want to continue to use it. And almost 3/4, they feel that they plan to increase the use in the coming year. So, yet, doubts remain, and understandably so. As with any transformation technology, AI makes it necessary to reconsider and even reinvent the way how teaching and learning take place. Of course, this requires a clear strategy with effective guardrails. The objective, after all, is to improve the education process so that we can shape a tomorrow better together. At Intel, expanding AI into education and in a responsible way requires 3 critical strategies. First, we believe that AI must be accessible from everywhere and must be available at any moment. Second, AI must be available to everyone. All young people deserve the opportunity to develop the skills to succeed in the new world. And third, it's vital to keep AI safe and ensure that it's used in a responsible way. To this end, we developed a responsible AI framework, and I'll talk about it later. Now, let's start with the idea of making AI available from everywhere. At Intel, we believe that adoption will be accelerated by what we describe as the AI PC. But what is exactly the AI PC? It's an evolution of the current PC, powered by the new Intel Core Ultra processor, which combines the AI acceleration capabilities of the CPU, GPU, and NPU together to create an integrated AI engine. It will enable some of the AI-related tasks to be done locally on the PC. It will complement the processing on the cloud and provide an alternative way for some of the AI applications that require greater control over the data sets and, of course, student privacy and secure data. Why does AI PC matter? Because it's a device that supports richer and more immersive teaching experiences. It helps content creation, collaboration, greater productivity without compromising accessibility, security, or privacy. Intel CEO Pat Gelsinger describes this shift as the biggest architectural change in the 40 years, because it will allow AI to be more cost-effective and personalized to the users, in the meantime reducing the reliance of massive networks and, of course, to the servers to operate AI. This is really promising news for teachers. This graph from McKinsey shows that the current allocation of time for teachers by tasks. Now, McKinsey shows that when technology, including AI, is successfully deployed, it has the potential to streamline tasks such as student instruction, preparation, assessment, and administration. For educators, this translates into an ability to devote up to 20 to 30% more time to student learning and better student outcomes. Providing a world-class education to anyone, anywhere, is what drives the team at Khan Academy. Let's hear from Sal Khan, CEO of Khan Academy.
Well, first of all, thank you, Intel, for hosting us here at Bett. When I think about the future of AI in education, I think about AI being used to solve problems we've always wanted to solve. I never think you should think about technology first and then figure out problems to solve for it. It should be, what are problems we've always wanted to solve? And maybe this technology could be part of that solution. The biggest of which is, what if we could give every student truly world-class, one-to-one, personalized tutoring? This is an ideal that is as old as history. If you go back to Alexander the Great, had Aristotle as his personal tutor, but when we had mass public education, we had to compromise. We had to put 25, 30, 35 students in a class, and one teacher by themselves without extra support, it's very hard to provide that personalized instruction for every student. And related to that, not only can AI act as a personal tutor, and this is what we are doing with Khanmigo, we're already launching it with tens of thousands of teachers and students around the world, but the artificial intelligence can also act as a teaching assistant. All of the things that teachers have to spend a lot of their time doing, but it takes them away from their students. Grading papers, writing lesson plans, writing progress reports, even helping them navigate, learn how to more personalized instruction, or even other things about their career, things that they have to deal with. We think AI can help there. And once again, it doesn't in any way undermine the teacher. It liberates them for more time and energy for themselves, which we know is important, and also for their students to support them better. So we're super excited about the future that is possible if you put the right guardrails in place and you think about safety, security, etc. But this is the path that we're going on.
Great, so exciting. Today, I'm pleased to welcome Khan Academy's Director for Partnerships and for Primary and Secondary Education join us today. Please welcome Jason Feig. Thank you, Jason.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's great to have you here, and I really want us to look at the impact, how we are working together to use AI, of course, introducing AI into teaching and learning, and make in a safe way, and make the things better for teachers and educators. So can you tell us about what Khan Academy is doing in this space, and especially why you started so early with AI?
Yeah, well, thanks, Cigdem, and thanks for the opportunity to be here. We're entirely grateful to be able to share the work we're doing at Khan Academy on this stage, and to be able to highlight the work ahead that we're doing. So in terms of the early stages, if you've had a chance to listen to some of Sal's recent interviews or podcasts, and I know we just heard from him here, he talks about, in August of 2022, an OpenAI approached Khan Academy about the next generation model, GPT-4. Mm-hmm. And from that moment until March of 2023, we then released Khanmigo. So a really small window where we were able to release Khanmigo, which is our personalized one-to-one tutor for students and teacher assistant for teachers. So we were incredibly excited about that. And when you talk about sort of why early, Sal alluded to this, when you think about the core work that we're doing, one-to-one tutoring is a really big deal. And so this gave us an opportunity to take the story that Sal created years ago when he was tutoring his family and take that to an entire new level, and the ability to create a one-to-one tutor for students at the right time and at the right moment. So we're incredibly excited to be doing this work and what Khanmigo can provide.
Okay, great. Yeah, totally agree. I think one-to-one personalized tutor by AI is a game changer, definitely. And can you elaborate more on how Khan Academy is integrating this AI into educators and students' daily lives?
Yeah, absolutely. This is close to my heart. I'm a former school teacher and school administrator. And so that's the lens in which I look through for this work. And so when we began this work, we started and we continue to believe that teachers are at the core of this story. High quality instruction matters. Yeah. And so as we built Khanmigo, we also have a number of pilots across the country, across the US. And what those pilots do is they give us an opportunity to more deeply engage with schools and be able to have conversations with teachers and with students. And before Khanmigo, or prior to Khanmigo, we engaged in several pilots. Now that Khanmigo is part of the story, it creates an opportunity to have some really rich dialogue about how AI can be used in a safe way, in an effective way. And so we really paid close attention to the guardrails when we built Khanmigo. And so as we engage with schools across the country, we spend a lot of time listening to teachers and students, because this is the beginning of the journey.
Yeah.
We're excited for where this is headed, but there's an incredible opportunity ahead, particularly with the opportunity for a one-to-one tutor. And then a couple top-of-mind questions that surface as we engage with schools is, can a resource like Khanmigo help teachers be more efficient? We know that teachers spend an exorbitant amount of time in planning and preparing. So we're engaging with schools and with teachers to talk about how they can be more efficient. And then secondly, from the student perspective, we want this to be a much more rich learning experience for students.
Yeah.
Students to engage in a deeper way, students to engage with the tutor at a moment that they need that learning. So we're really excited with the work that we're doing, and we're looking for tremendous things ahead.
That's great. And I know we are also working with you in Ohio.
Yes. So in addition to the partnerships, we have a really special partnership in Ohio with Intel that we're very fortunate to have. And it allows us to be able to bring Khanmigo to several school districts across the state of Ohio. And so we're again, grateful for the opportunity to be able to do that.
Great. Thanks a lot for joining us. I think it's really important work. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Jason.
Thank you, Cigdem.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We are excited to partner with Khan Academy to optimize Khanmigo by bringing some of the AI workloads to run locally on the AI PC so that they perform locally, they perform better, and speech-to-text conversion is the first of the many potential workloads that will come on the AI PC. Please visit our stand for a demo of Khanmigo on the AI PC. In addition to Khan Academy, Intel is collaborating with over 100 software partners that are part of the AI PC acceleration program. We are working closely to bring more AI workloads to run locally on the AI PC and deliver a faster and better user experience while keeping student data safe. This program includes partners from like Microsoft with productivity apps like Copilot, Adobe with creativity apps like Lightroom, and then collaboration solutions like Zoom, and security offerings from CrowdStrike. Now, let's look at another great example focused on productivity and accessibility. Now, let's listen as Superpower AI CEO Dan Sroker explains.
I'm Dan Sroker, the co-founder and CEO of Superpower. The inspiration for Superpower came from losing my hearing in my 20s. When I tried a hearing aid for the first time, it was magical. It felt like gaining a superpower. Ever since that moment, I've been on a hunt for ways that technology can augment human capabilities and give us superpowers. That led me to memory. 90% of memories are forgotten after just 1 week. Superpower augments our memory the same way a hearing aid augments our hearing and glasses augment our vision, giving users the power of perfect memory. Superpower captures everything you've seen, said, or heard on your computer and turns that data into a searchable information archive. You can think of it as a truly personalized AI assistant. It can write email drafts for you and remind you how you know someone before you meet them, and so much more. We've partnered with Intel because we want to run more and more locally, and the Intel Core Ultra processors are powerful enough to do this. We've been so impressed by Intel's innovation and leadership in this space. Their support has enabled us to push the boundaries of AI together.
That's great, isn't it? As previous examples show, AI-based applications can play many new roles in education. Now let's take a quick look at what can be done otherwise. So for educators, AI tools introduce new ways to manage work and improve learning. For students, skill building, tutoring, and accessibility are at the center of AI revolution. AI tools can be paired with virtual reality and augmented reality to deliver deeply immersive learning experiences to allow for greater equity and inclusion. For the campus, on the campus, smart classrooms with connected displays boost student engagement. Smart campuses can also better protect security in a school with smart gate access. And also, AI-powered manageability, safety and security, simplify operations for the administrators by what we call as AI ops. So, and this is just the beginning. We will see much more, many new use cases in AI. But in the meantime, it's really exciting to explore that what's happening. But in the meantime, we can't also ignore the risks of the online world. So we need to think deep. Intel recognized that cybersecurity isn't something to take lightly. Unfortunately, hardly a day goes by without news of a major breach or attack. Unfortunately, the education sector is now the #1 target for cyber attacks. IT decision makers need more advanced hardware-based security solutions and strategies. At Intel, we approach cybersecurity by focusing on 3 key areas. First, strong endpoint security built into the latest generation of laptops and notebooks and desktops. Second, transition to a zero-trust model to establish better protection across the whole network, not just in the endpoint, but the whole network. And a focus on confidential computing, which aims to keep critical data safe in cloud-based environments. Using these 3 methods, Intel works with education institutions and our ecosystem worldwide to develop customized solutions for customized, effective security solutions. Now, let's take a step back from the deep technology topics and shift our attention to the human side, human dimension of the AI. In particular, the importance of using AI safe and responsibly. Many educators have expressed their valid concerns over the potential misuse of AI. At Intel, we take risks seriously. That's why we developed a responsible AI framework built on 4 critical pillars: internal and external governance, research and collaboration, products and solutions, and inclusive AI. Our approach to responsible AI focuses on identifying and addressing problem areas together with academia and our ecosystem partners, and fostering best practices. For specific recommendations on responsible use of AI, please check out our AI in Education position paper. Technology makes innovation and disruption possible, but it's how technology impacts people that really matters. Because, as you know, we're all humans, and we are using technology for humans. At Intel, we believe that AI for everyone starts with helping people to develop the right knowledge and skill sets for AI. The big challenge is to extend to all people. The reality is our future depends on it. Consider, by 2027, an estimation of 83 million jobs will fade away, including jobs like bank tellers, cashiers, postal clerks, and so on. Yet, for every door closes, new doors open. By 2027, approximately 69 million new roles are expected to emerge. Think of jobs like AI and machine learning specialist, sustainability expert, business intelligence analysts, and so on. What skills are needed for this new AI-powered economy? In large part, in addition to the technological skills, of course, we need cognitive and social skills that center on analytical and design thinking, resilience, and flexibility. The takeaway? School systems, educators, and students must learn new skills. Intel has launched 3 programs to promote skill development in education. AI for Youth is a comprehensive AI readiness program for K through 12 that helps develop AI competencies, AI technical and social skills in an inclusive way. This is done in partnership with more than 25 governments worldwide. AI for Future Workforce is for students 16 years and above who are on a vocational or a community college track. It's available in 10 countries. More than 500 universities and colleges are already benefiting from it. And students are already finding jobs in tech world. Finally, there is Intel Skills for Innovation, which we refer to as Intel SFI. This program supports students and educators in K-12 schools by embedding digital skill development in everyday teaching and learning. It operates over 50 countries with more than 60 partners. Let's take a closer look at the AI for Youth. AI for Youth program helps students gain an understanding of AI while demystifying the technology. The program democratizes access to AI tools and equips young people to build AI solutions and create meaningful social impact. Along the way, it also helps students gain insight into emerging issues like AI ethics and bias reduction. For teachers, acquiring and teaching new digital and also soft skills sometimes can be a little intimidating, and really time constraints are real. That's why this is one of the reasons why we developed Intel Skills for Innovation program. Intel Skills for Innovation, what we call Intel SFI, offers a professional development suite that empowers educators with modular e-learning and also in-person workshops to develop these new skills. Teachers can also earn a certificate through the program. Intel SFI also delivers more than 100 starter packs, which are pre-designed, technology-infused activities and lesson plans for teachers. They help teachers teach these skills as part of everyday curriculum. And the content is available more than 20 languages. In addition to this, in the recent years, we collaborated with several ecosystem partners to create exciting content on AR, AI, VR, and esports, and more. Please stop by our stand and also our partners' stand to see some great demos about these starter packs. One common goal among us and our partners is to make teaching and learning more meaningful. This is also the mission of ISTE, which is a global community dedicated to help educators use technology to transform learning. I would like to invite on stage Richard Culatta, who is the CEO of ISTE. Welcome, Richard. Please come on board.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing, Cigdem?
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Great to see you.
Great to see you. Thank you for coming.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, exactly. Richard, can you tell us about what ISTE is doing to boost AI literacy among students?
Happy to. This is one of my favorite subjects. So one of the things that we believe, and we agree with our friends at Intel about this, is that it's critical when we think about AI that we not just figure out how to use AI with students, but actually help AI create creators. We want students to not be consumers of AI, but creators with AI. That's an important distinction, right? And so one of the things that we're doing with Intel is that we are launching our Digital Creator Challenge. Now the Digital Creator Challenge, and I can't tell you what the challenge is yet, it will be announced next month, I won't leak it, but the Digital Creator Challenge is a chance for students around the world to use AI to solve an important problem in their community. And while I won't tell you exactly what the challenge is, I will say it will be aligned to the SDGs, the UNESCO development goals. And so just know about that. And in a minute, I'll tell you how you can find more information. Oh, by the way, we are going to be highlighting the winning teams at Denver at ISTE Live, our event, in June. And so if you have students in your schools that want to participate, stay tuned to be part of the Student Design Challenge.
Great, thank you. This is really phenomenal and very exciting. Thank you for that. But in the meantime, I know that ISTE also working to help educators to get more immersed into AI. Yeah. So can you talk about your AI District Innovation Cohort and also maybe a little bit about Stretch AI?
Oh, yes, absolutely. In fact, let me borrow that so I can click through some things. Yeah. So one of the things that we're really excited about, let's make sure that's working. Oh, good. I have the power. So we believe that it is critical if we're going to have AI be effective in schools, we have to have teachers and leaders really prepared to use AI well. And that means a deep dive into rethinking a lot of things about learning, right? There's a lot we don't know about AI, right? We're still learning. But one thing we do know is that every one of your students, when they graduate, they're going to be working on teams where not all members of their team are human. They'll be working with AI as partners, working for AI, having AI report to them. How do we think about an education environment that has to prepare young people to thrive in a world where AI is infused in everything that they do? Well, that's what we want to talk about. And so we are piloting artificial intelligence innovation cohorts where we will select a handful of schools with the support of Intel, and we will be going in and doing a deep dive and working with educators, with leaders, with students to say, how do we rethink and redesign learning for an AI world? Now, both of these things, we're going to have more information coming about them soon, and if you want more information about that, I'm going to share this link. This is a link to ISTE Connect. This is our app. So if you go to ISTE Connect, you can download it for free. All of our community information, our work on AI, it's all there, and we will be posting soon the challenge for the digital innovators, and also more information about applying to become one of our cohort schools if you want to do that. Now, you mentioned one more thing in my couple minutes I have here. You mentioned something called Stretch AI. Yeah. And I want to just share a little bit about that for a second. So the idea of Stretch AI. Right now what we're seeing is a lot of AI tools that I would call generalist AI. So by generalist AI, I mean they are the type of tools that pull down all the information from the internet, and based on that, they answer a question that we might have on any topic, right? Yeah. And that's pretty awesome. If we had time, I'd go around and ask some people what are the most interesting things you've asked generative AI recently, and we'd get some pretty crazy answers, right? But what I believe is going to be critical for the future of education is not these generalist AI tools, but what I'm calling specialist AI, tools that are carefully curated to give highly accurate answers on a particular domain. Well, we're working with Intel to prototype a really cool tool specifically to be a coach for educators. We're calling this tool Stretch AI. And Stretch AI is based on a set of curated resources, not all the random stuff from the internet, but a series of highly researched materials that our team has curated over the course of a number of years, and then it can provide very accurate answers to educators. So in this case, we might ask it something like, hey, how do I create a more inclusive learning environment? Or how do I use the ISTE standards to teach students in more effective ways? And then it will give an answer based on that very specific set of content. But here's the cool part. Not only is it going to give a very accurate answer based on the curated materials, it also has a citation. I know it's a little hard to see here, but all of the sources that were used in generating that answer are cited. So as educators, we can go through and we can see, oh, those are the materials that were used in generating that answer. That's what we believe the future of AI will look like. And again, this is all powered by the great tools and infrastructure that Intel is developing. If you're interested in piloting this, this is still in beta. You know, teaching AI is a little tricky. It's like training a puppy. Sometimes it does exactly what you want. Sometimes it pees on the floor, right? We're training it. If you're interested in being part of the pilot and helping to train this, you can follow that QR code there and sign up to be a beta tester. Cigdem, we are super excited to work with Intel and with all of you on designing the future of learning in an AI world.
Thank you.
Have a great bet, and we'll see you later.
Thanks,
you
Cigdem. Very much.
Take care.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
We're also very excited. Thank you. It's really super exciting to work together with these great partners for Bett. So I want to say that over the coming months and years, AI will fundamentally transform our world. AI will soon touch every part of our lives and our jobs. Standing on the sideline isn't an option. I would encourage everyone about the 3 core strategies to help accelerate a successful integration of AI into teaching and learning. First, invest in programs that build AI skills to help educators integrate this technology into their curriculum and help students gain this knowledge of AI and experience. Second, adopt AI technologies responsibly and equitably. Invest in technologies that are secure and future-ready. That's really important. And third, collaborate with ecosystem partners. No one can do it on their own. You see how we are working together with all the great partners. At Intel, we are deeply committed to education, and we believe that together we can share expertise and also best practices.